Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated, Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
U.S. Youth Soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition.
We're going in as
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
a low shot. And so there you have the goal scored by number 8, Micah Cross. We look back here and watch that's in the 8th minute. See if they might have the replay popping up. Here it is. We'll watch it. Ball coming across. You'll see a low shot come in. Working it down low. There's the shot. Rebound and puts it away. So there it is, the celebration from the players. We'll check on that assist here as we go forward. But 1-0 your score early on here, 8th minute with the score. Ball on the far side. It'll be tossed in right there. Lehigh now a little motivation to bounce back. One of those stats you hear in golf is when the player has a bogey, what will they do on the next hole? That would be considered a little bit of a bogey. They're giving up a goal early like this. We'll see how Lehigh bounces back. And their pride here. That ball carries over everyone the first attempt. Now settled back there at Barrett. He working hard on defense. And here comes another Kingdom rush, but that will go out. Let's see which way. It'll be a throw-in for the Michigan squad. Goal scorer Micah Cross going to Albion College. They're in Albion, Michigan. Albion, a pretty famous soccer term. Actual club here in these championships. A couple teams from the Albion club. Ball worked around now. Working through traffic. Sent over toward number 3, Creek. Ball down in the side now. Job there and good hustle so far. This Kingdom squad has come out ready to play. A little heel click there and the foul. Another possibility here for the Michigan team. It will be a set piece. They're looking about, say, 35 yards out, maybe 40. They back it up. And it's a quick play. Sending it in near the top of the box, trying to catch Lehigh off guard. Send it right back out. Now you can send it in. Here's a ball goes up. The header that knocks it out is by Ewan Forrest. Forrest had a nice goal the other night off a set piece. Working it down the side now, sending it in towards Sturza. Toward the corner, going down there for Prawn. Prawn chasing it. Will he get there? And the ball very quick on this turf. Gets down to the corner. He surrounds it right at the line. Now will earn the corner as he clicks it off the defense. Really no sun to speak of and no wind at this point. Early today there was quite a breeze. Started the morning, no breeze whatsoever. In the 11 o'clock match, all of a sudden 20, 25 mile an hour gusts, tents rising off the ground. Players feeling a little relief from the heat as we went through. Here we go. The corner will be set in motion. A lot of motion by the team. Looks like middle of the box, headed back and settled. Shot, and there was a quick one just over the crossbar. Looked like that was Luke McMahon, spelled M-C-M-A-H-O-N. We've said it a couple of ways, McMahon or McMahon. We'll go with McMahon this match. University of Mary Washington committed. Ball sent back to Kyle Tutanji. Ball going around in the midfield. Now coming up, a little run on the left side, far side. It'll be a throw in there. Fans getting involved. With this age group, there are a lot of hard balls that go out. You need to be watching at all times if you're near the sideline. Little breakaway here. Coming up there, Sturza. Got some help on the left. Coming forward, that's Prawn. He'll take a shot, and what a snag. Good job there, Tutanji, showing his good hands. Brings it down out of the air. Nice snag there by the keeper. And a pretty good rush there by Lehigh as they're trying, as we said, to bounce back down 1-0. Full 45-minute halves here for the 19-year group. Ball worked across. That was Morrison. Sending it over there to Creek. Creek sending it up. He's the default on the corners, as we've seen. Ball worked around the back. Barrett gives it up. Now taking it in again. This looks familiar. Looks very familiar. But it goes right on out. got everything but the shot. So that ball looking, I believe he was looking for options and lost the touch on the ball. There comes the throw back in. See that replay coming up. 13th minute. There's a nice save there by Tutanji, as you saw. Smith will put it in action. Ball out near midfield. Going high in the air is Creek. Creek working with Fisher over there. Creek working up again, has some space, working through. Everybody turns their back, and he's going to work it through. Takes it to the left, works it down low again, and they'll send it on out, not quite out of play, however, but out of danger. It'll be a toss in here. That ball will go a while. Gentleman in black is chosen to go after it. There he goes, tossing it back in with a nice right-hand toss. Toss in here for Lehigh. We talked about this the other night. Dylan Smith committed to Eastern University. Dawson Berger to Lehigh. Several players going to Lehigh. Also Adams, Flowers, Koski. Looking on down to Forrest. So several on their way to Lehigh or already attending in the case of Patrick Adams. Ball worked back out. Fisher has some space, sends it in through the traffic. Turning now, coming the other way is McMahon. Sturza looks for options. Now a long ball sent toward Prawn. He had the shot a while ago. And there's contact. And the foul called on, that would be called on Prawn. He got the worst of it. I think he's okay. That's a knee that looks heavily bandaged already. And the one thing you would not want to see tonight if you're Lehigh University, and I haven't mentioned the coach, Mike Gorney, and his assistant, Sid Forrest, but you would not want to see any injuries. We did mention the head coach of Kingdom, Chris Keenan, and his squad trying to show some pride here, and they've done that so far, already scoring back in that 13th minute. Actually back in that 8th minute early on. Smith looking for option here. Now he'll lay it down. Getting a little bit of pressure. He'll put a boot on it. Prawn going after it. Talk about the Kingdom players where they'll be committed as far as college and different universities. We'll share that here as we go. Ball sent back to Levi Crooks, one of the backs. Also back there is Calabrese. Calabrese looks like he's kind of anchoring the back line in the middle. Calabrese going to Aquinas College. Tutanji now will get it. He'll pick a target there. It's going to be Crooks. Crooks working it forward, now sending it on up. Gets it up there to Morrison. Good possession here by a Kingdom. That's Creek. He works it around. Now turns to see what he has. He'll go via 1v1 there briefly and now pass it off. Ball out on the far side. Little fancy footwork. Sends it back. Works it around. Creek. Creek trying to work it in. Passes it through. Doesn't go through, however. Barrett there with the foot to stop it. Tries to get it up to Sturza. Sturza lurking in the area, but the ball is safe. Sent back in by Calabrese. Calabrese heads it down. Working also in there is Mora, Johnny Mora. Ball worked across the middle. Sent over to Cross, who scored the goal. Back to Morrison. Trying to get it out again to Cross. He'll catch it right at the line. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got a defender coming through who will slide and tip it out. And it goes off the Kingdom player, so it'll be a toss in there for Lehigh. Well, with Levi Crooks, it's probably at some point we'll probably call Lehigh Levi and maybe Levi Lehigh. We'll see. That ball going over near the corner of field 2, actually way over there, and being retrieved as we speak. Approaching the 18th minute. We mentioned again 45 minutes. A lot of instruction here in this match. One of the players, Kyle Bethel, coming over near the bench, getting some words from the coach. A lot of substitutes up. Looks like they may be stretching, getting ready to enter the contest. Sturza now will chase it. Crooks after him. Looking for some options. Now some help. Ball sent over here to McMahon. McMahon on up to Prawn. Prawn taking it in the box. Puts the left foot on it. It's in through the middle. Nice cross there, but it's blocked nicely by Tutanji. What a play. We'll get the number here as they cross back up the field. But a beautiful ball sent across. That was Ryan Bradby. Bradby had a goal the other night where he just came in on the keeper, blocked it back into the net with a deflection. So a nice run there by Lehigh. We'll see if they can duplicate that here. Nice cross sent in there by Prawn with the left foot. Good pace on it and sent right into the midsection of Tutanji. Comes up with a save. Ball sent back to Crooks. Crooks working it back and forth right along the midfield line. Ball sent in the middle there. Little traffic taken away. Coming the other way, that is Barrett. Barrett, a big player. Flag is up and everybody will retreat. And we see, looks like Prawn continue to have a little pain there. Looks like we may have a sub for him as he talks to the coach. Once again, that right knee looks heavily wrapped. So getting ready to come in. Looks like Bryce Evans, number 22. He'll await the official there. Marcelo Soto will motion for the sub before he will come in. Ball worked around, a little nifty work there by Morrison. Now he'll send it into traffic. Comes through, however, tipped away. A lot of spin on that one. Ball settled down, worked across. Bethel now. Forrest sends it up. Sturza sends it to the outside. Prawn taking it easy. Forrest saying that to him as well. Right back to him. Prawn now, see if he puts one in the box. He works through traffic. Comes in, goes down. Referee says play on, and that knee took another bang. Ball worked back out. Creek with it. Creek sending it across into the midfield. One player still down, that is Prawn. And the instruction will be to go ahead and kick it out to take care of the player who is down. Matthew Prawn, Matt Prawn down. He's a player who will be attending University of Mary Washington. And the referee speaking to him. I'll tell you what, we will take a 30-second break. We'll step aside here. We'll be right back after he's taken care of here at the U.S. Youth Soccer Championships. Welcome back now as Prawn and the medical teams come out very quickly. That's one of the outstanding jobs that U.S. Youth Soccer does here. The safety of the players is very important, so that's taken care of, and we'll hope he's right back up on the bench. So these two teams will go right back at it. Ball was sent out on the far side, and we will see that it probably will be tossed right back out to the Kingdom squad. We'll watch here. Going across will be Bradby. And waiting for the official, as the sub that came in was Bryce Evans, wearing number 22. And as we thought, they will kick it on back to the keeper, to Tanji. He will bring it out. So here we go, back at it. And we're looking at the 24th minute, and once again, 45-minute halves here for the 19U group, of course, plus any time that is added on. So right now, still 1-0 Kingdom SC out of Portage, Michigan, and they are really playing for pride. They're 0-2, but they're going up against a team that is 2-0 in the group play in this preliminary round, and obviously Lehigh knows they'll be moving on and playing in the semifinals Saturday. Ball worked down low, coming in again. This one scooped up by Smith. Good job by the defense over there. Looks like Link was in on that. And one of those numbers that we will call out more in the second half, as he will be a lot closer to us here. And it looks like a lot of players pressing forward here now for Lehigh, trying to get that equalizer. Sturzer send it back. It'll be kicked out of harm's way briefly by Calabrese. Bradby over there, but might have been the intended target. Running through now is going to be Roney. The foul is called. And of course, as jovial and lighthearted they might be at times in this match, there still will be the occasional dispute with whatever call is made. As we hear right there, that is just part of the game. Not out of hand, but just to know that there's always a competitive spirit that lurks inside, and that's good. That ball touched, and here's the play. Sent in, working it down low, tried to cross it into the middle. It met the defender's leg. It will be a corner, so a good job there earning the corner. They play it quickly. We've seen that several times. Back out front now, Burkett. Shot, and a rocket shot it is, up across the crossbar. And we'll see the number of the player there. I was trying to pick that up. It's the player with the armband as captain. Number 7, that's who that is, Max Keenan. His dad, Chris Keenan, the head coach. Mom, the team manager, helping us out with pronunciations. Also, Brad Burkett, the assistant coach. Got that pronunciation correct. Here we go. Making sure, do our best to try to give the respect to the players with their names and all the information. That ball worked around. Big left foot put on that one, trying to send it up on that left side, and touched up by the defense Link. Aiden Link going to Eastern University, committed there. He'll send it on forward. There's Sturza. Sturza committed also, as we said, the University of Vermont. Ball sent toward the back. Working in the back there, Berger. Berger, one of those Lehigh committees. Here we go. Bryce Evans. He checked in for Prawn. Ball sent in the middle. Sturza back to Evans. Evans had a goal in the match against Golden State where the keeper sent it out thinking it was going to be a high ball near midfield. Got on top of it. It was a low liner, and he was so far away that Evans touched it and then took the strike into the net before the keeper was able to return. So good thinking there. As you know that keeper's out of position, go ahead and put a strike on it. Ball on the far side, now worked up. Wrapped up briefly. Now brought across midfield. Working that ball around is Keenan. Sends it back over to Fisher. Fisher now bringing it forward. Right down the side, Fisher with speed coming through. Players diving, falling. A ball in the box and a shot up over the crossbar. Another opportunity for the Kingdom SC squad. And so they're putting on a pretty good show here for their fans here in this third match. 29th minute now kicking in. Smith will gather it up. Smith with that light yellowish gray on his jersey as a keeper. On the other end, we got the neon lime color for Tutanji. Ball on the far side, worked around, trying to get another run here. Taking a little time, possession there in the middle. That's Cross, who scored earlier. Defense sending it back in. That was Barrett. Barrett, a big player. Going to the University of Vermont. We, I think, incorrectly said Lafayette the other night. Do have a Lafayette College commitment. That's Hale Lombard. Also Carter Houlihan. So a couple of Lafayette bound players. Ball on the near side. That's Burkett. Works it to the right. Now gets a touch. They're going up against a big player and Forrest, and he will turn it over the line. Let's talk about the Kingdom players where they're committed. You have Western Michigan University, the Broncos, with one of the midfielders, a couple of midfielders, Fisher and Creek, also Keenan. And looking down below here, player who's not playing tonight, Dylan Singh, also headed to Western Michigan and the Broncos. Ball working it around. Ball here on the side. Have to be careful. That ball can come this way very quickly. If you've been to any matches with this age group, you know that. Several people have had a soccer ball land in their lap. Ball headed in, and that'll go back. It's going to bounce, and it's going to go in. Does it go in? It does. There's another goal. A little anticlimactic, but that ball bounding around had the right spin on it and comes back in the goal. It's 2-0. And you look at Dylan Smith with a look of disbelief. We'll look at the replay on this. And the players continue to work hard. Kingdom SC. And the score goes to 2. This team that had really struggled, had a tough draw against Lehigh, Golden State, Baltimore Celtic. But they are showing tonight that they deserve to be here. 2-0. We'll see if that replay pops up. We'll watch the action as well as we go. Forrest now working it up. A little sense of urgency here now for Lehigh. They would try to bounce back again. We talked about that. Ball out on the side, brought back in. Evans trying to get to it. It goes down across the line, be a goal kick. Tutanji not seeing near the action that Smith has seen at the other side. 32nd minute, that goal coming around the 30th minute. Rather unusual goal, and we'll try to see who will get credit for it. So, ball brought forward. Here we go again. And this Kingdom SC group playing their hearts out as they know this will be their final contest in this championship week, but they're playing well. That one brought out by Sturz, a little pass there. Now working it forward. Using the right foot, now the left. Working it on up. That's going to be McMahon. Evans looks for options. Has some space, so he'll send it through. Crooks is there, however. He intercepts. Coming back to midfield, working it in. That's going to be Koski. Koski, one of the players going to Lehigh. And the ball on the right side. You see Smith encouraging his teammates. Some of the other commitments here, we mentioned Cross, Albion College, Aquinas College for Calabrese, and Wittenberg University, maybe Wittenberg, but Wittenberg University for Krauschar, Jalen, and a defender. So a lot of players heading to college programs. Patrick Adams will step in. He's attending Lehigh. Graduated in 2018, so already a part of that team. Ball worked around, now sent back. Let's see if Tutanji will get it. We'll check over here in a moment and see who's getting credit for that goal. And bounded around and had the right spin on it. Came into the goal. It was very, very anticlimactic. There wasn't any holler of goal from this broadcaster because we didn't know for sure. Not something that you see as a real thrilling goal. It just bounded in and goes 2-0. And for the Kingdom SC squad, have to love it. If you're Lehigh, you're saying a little bit of a wake up here. You do want to play well. You don't want to have injuries. That's a shot. That one's going to go in as well, and the whistle was blown. What was the we had the offside flag up. By the time I looked, it was back down, so offside. And a blast that goes in, but you could see the hand up from official Soto. And so offside there. Here we go. Ball coming forward. Now brought out of there by Adams. Adams working it up. Has some space. Sun peeking through a little bit now and brought back with some space. Forrest, he'll have all day here. A lot of space. Picks his target. Sends it forward with the left foot. Running through. Tutanji has to come out of the box. He'll send it over probably in one of the bench areas over on field 2, maybe in the camera stand. So while we're here, we're going to ask, I'll ask Coach Burkett who had the goal down here a moment ago on the ball that bounded around. We'll see if we. Was that counted as an old goal? No, the one that just trickled in. That was an old goal. Okay, so we couldn't tell here because it just was an unusual feel about it as it had an unusual spin and goes in. So it will be an own goal, but that makes it 2-0. Another ball going in with the offside flag up, but Kingdom really coming out here to play. 0-2 in the preliminaries, but coming out and playing as if they're undefeated. Playing Lehigh, who is undefeated, 2-0. Ball sent back. Barrett will chase it down. And the referee giving an explanation as to what's happening. This ball will be placed here about 10, 12 yards past the midfield line. So we'll see if the ball is played into the box. As you see, players trotting back that way. We're in the 36th minute, so probably around 10 minutes to go here in this first half. And referee sharing some instructions and some maybe a warning or two as well. Here we go. Whistle blown. Short ball again. Creek works it up. Takes it to the left. Guarded by, marked well there by Bradby. Ball sent back out to the outside. Creek again. And a little flip inside, but a little bit behind the recipient, and the recipient turns into Bryce Evans. Ball with a lot of pressure right there. High pressure coming on for Kingdom. Team out of Michigan. And there's a long ball sent in. The only player really moving that way when it was sent in was Levi Crooks. Ball sent back across. Crooks with it. Crooks working up, now getting a little bit of pressure. He'll send it through. Ball worked over to Fisher. Fisher gets it over to Morrison. Right back. Trying to reverse it. Creek now, he'll looking for some options on the far side. Right in midfield, back and forth they go. Little give and go. Working tight here. And Evans tips it away. Let's see if he can get something started. Instead, the ball sent in deep. Flying through is Roney. And can't quite get to a good job of the defense, shielding off the onrushing Roney Silimanjani. Smith will chase it down, bring it back in. 38th, 39th minute now. Very nice, refreshing evening here. Not too hot, not too cool. Probably air conditioner temperature. Ball headed back. That one spinning around as it comes across and headed down. Sturza will try to send it forward, working with Bradby. And that'll be picked up by Roney. He sends it forward. Creek going after it. And a good joust there, good battle won by the Lehigh defender. Ball sent in again, this time Johnny Mora. Ball on the far side, bounding around. Fisher working with it. That's going to go off the Lehigh players. Quick toss. Quick toss in there to Keenan. Fisher working with it again, looking for options, finding some space. And he actually Creek takes it back to Fisher. Fisher looking. Creek now sends it over. Working around, turning, there's Keenan. Keenan will send it back out. Kind of a safety valve, and they had a problem there. Infraction, that will be called. A couple of substitutes coming in here. Checking in, it will be number 6, Josh Vanderstelt. Vanderstelt will come in. Coming out, you have Burkett. Also coming in, number 22, that is Kraushaar. Also coming out is Morrison. So Jalen Kraushaar coming in, Wittenberg University commitment. And we mentioned also Vanderstelt, if we said that name correctly, Vanderstelt, Josh. Ball near the top of the box, sent out toward the corner. Nobody there, however, except the AR2. A nice cool breeze blowing in. Boy, just a magnificent evening. And we'll see what happens as these teams gather at halftime. I'm sure Lehigh's coach will have some thoughts about stepping it up a little bit in the second half, trying to come back down by 2. At the Kingdom squad here, SC, they're trying to make it 3. Here they come. Hustling down. Had that blast in the back of that earlier with the offside flag up. Working it in. Another shot and a score. And I tell you, these Kingdom SC players are saying, where were these goals earlier in the week? And we'll see they're going to be unassisted pretty much as he took that ball pretty much from midfield all the way down. Waiting for the turn to see the number here for you. And number 17, that's Roney Silimanjani. See if that comes up. Here's the replay of, we've just seen the replay of that goal. That'll make it 3. Kingdom SC 3 and Lehigh Valley nothing. We're going toward halftime. Just a couple more minutes. Evans with increased urgency. The defense really showing some weakness here, but that may be just something that Lehigh says, we're just coming out here. We're going to play as well as we can. We don't want to risk injury. Obviously moving on to the semis. But great job by this Kingdom SC squad, not showing any sign of letting up. They've come out and played so hard and put 3 on the board. That ball sent forward by Calabrese. Ball settled. Sent back in. Nice job there. Sent in there to McMahon. Now he'll pick it up again. That's Sturza also working with it. Forrest looking for an option. And this team was on the pitch right here on Tuesday night. Much different feel against Golden State as they came out and they won that match 3-0. Now facing a 3-0 deficit at halftime against this squad. Little tug of the shirt there on the well hidden from the official. And offside flag is up. Forrest, apparently the guilty party, as he trots back asking why. But here we go now. A couple subs have come in. See if that changes things up. The defender falls down. Little flick there, and the offside flag up now for Kingdom SC. So ball goes back toward Barrett. He'll play it up. And that will be clicked off. There's a ball tossed in. 2 extra minutes. Added on 2 minutes, a minimum of 2 here coming before halftime. As we come up on the 44th minute right now, unofficially. Ball settled in the middle. Out there, Keenan with the captain's armband. That ball sent forward. You've got 3 or 4 white shirts coming that way. Ball worked around, and the Kingdom players, it almost looked like Michael Jordan after he hit a big shot in the NBA playoffs, turning and saying, where was this earlier in the week? Putting hands up like that ball went in. Yes, it did. Sorry, showing some age here and the Michael Jordan reference, but such as it is, that's what we have. Tossed in here. Ball to Crooks now. He'll work it up. Now back. Working little quick passes there. And if you're the Kingdom team, you would love to add a few more goals, but also you want to maintain some good defense against a Lehigh team that's powerful. Haven't really shown it all that much, but they are a powerful squad. They've shown it this week. Here comes Link. Link out to the left. I'm sorry, Sturza. Sturza out to the left. Forrest now, he'll settle it. He has a big foot. He could put it in from way outside. Working it around now is Koski. Koski sending it back to Adams. Adams, he'll turn. Little U-turn there to go the other way. Ball sent down toward the corner. Forrest working it in. He'll put the left foot on it, keeps it low, and it's cleared by the defense. Probably trying to get a higher ball in there. Back flip here by Roney. Roney Silimanjani. Quick toss. Silimanjani now works it through. Nice pass there, working it across. Keenan sends it to Crooks. Crooks looking for an option. He sends it out to the far side. Johnny Mora. Mora now picked up by Bradby. Takes it toward the corner. See if he gets a foot on it. He does, and it's going to be headed. Still loose, settled, shot, and just over the crossbar. Again, Keenan this time. And you see some great combinations, and it's almost just a shame for this Kingdom team that they didn't see more of this throughout the week. 47th minute, the second extra minute, winding down, coming toward halftime. So the coaches will have an opportunity to chat with the teams at halftime. Little pat on the back for the Michigan squad. Lehigh, I don't know how disappointed the coaches will be, because they know that there's a different mindset when you've clinched the position in the semifinals, no doubt. Now on that play, that was Link working. There's Creek. Link steps up, puts the pressure on. Looks like the foul there. Going down, I believe, is Brennan Creek. Working with that right foot, yes. I think he's all right. He will set the ball down there. Looks like he's fixing his hair. It must be okay. And the ball settled down. Really close here to halftime. We'll hear the whistle soon, I'm sure. Working across, maybe one other opportunity. Crooks sends it back to Mora, and we will go to halftime. A little bit of a surprise here, folks, if you look at the records of these two teams, but if you look at the expectation, maybe not so much. 3-0 your score. John Peters here with you, our Producer Daniel Reed working hard in the booth. Our camera folks as well. We say thanks to them. We'll go to halftime, take a little break. We'll be back with the second half action very soon. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com. Sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated. Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
We made it to nationals, and that was amazing because we were one of the best. I think at the time it was of 4 teams. It was a round robin, actually. So it was the best 4 teams in the whole nation. And so we thought we were just the next best thing since sliced bread. And I think that playing in that tournament was so surreal because you played against other club teams that were so good and at the same level as you that you don't necessarily always get the chance or opportunity to play against, which was so great for us because we were like, wow, these girls are like just as good as us, if not better, and we have to compete at the highest level and play these 3 games, or at that, it was a round robin, so we played the 4. But still, that just reminds me of how competitive I was and my teammates were at that age, which also I think helped me get to the next level. And being that competitive at the club level, I mean, has only helped me, continue to grow in my competitive spirit and level that I'm playing at right now.
The national championships was really, really special. I think that was like the biggest thing I had really won, and that's kind of for youth soccer growing up, that was kind of the ultimate prize. And I think we were always super ambitious in achieving that and to have that happen. And I think what's so special about youth soccer is that it's really your family. The girls that you grow up with become like your sisters, and you do everything, and there's just like such a strong camaraderie there. So to play with a team that you've played for a while with, and with these girls, it's a very special feeling to win something like that.
Those were really great moments because at such a young age, I feel like I was competing for something and really working hard to, perform for my team. And it was no longer just about, whatever the result is the result. I mean, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that was probably the moments that I was like, whoa, we got to win. We got a state championship on our hands that we could actually bring home. And I think those are really cool moments because, you remember a lot of the times that you win. You try to remember the losses as well because you do learn from them. But at the same time, you want to remember the wins that you have. So state championships were definitely a really important part of my memory.
Our state cup was fun. My team was very competitive. I mean, we had a lot of competition as well, but I can't remember how many we won. Maybe 9, I think, is what we counted with our team, which made it so much fun. That was always like the big goal at the end is win state cup, go to regionals, and go to nationals. And we always fell short going to nationals, which still hurts today to even talk about. But I had so much fun in those tournaments, and my team made it even 10 times better to be a part of.
I get to play now in front of huge crowds and with all this spotlight and attention, and I don't think I'll ever have that feeling that I did going through my U14 national championship. I remember winning state cup. I can tell you how I scored, what the score was. I remember going to Hawaii. That was our regionals, Region 4, and I remember that national championship. And I think that it stays with me so much because it was about camaraderie. It was about growing and learning who you were and, you know, making these lifelong bonds.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
And welcome back, folks, as we get ready for the second half. Everybody getting in position. Referees walking out to the middle. And officially second goal and own goal, and had a little explanation here talking with the assistant coach, Coach Sid Forrest, that when that ball came back from Barrett, it wasn't a back pass, but he kind of pulled his hand away, thinking as you have a player pass the ball to you, can't grab it with the hands if it's your own team. So a little bit of an explanation, but also the spin on that ball, it looked like it would have been off to the left of the post, but when it landed, the spin took it back into the goal. So a little bit of a confusing moment there for everyone, but obviously the goal goes on the board and makes it, that was the second goal. They continue to work, put a couple more up there, as we said, and this Lehigh Valley team now will try to come out. I think they're going to try to show a little more of a starting type unit here with that intensity in the second half. We'll see how that goes. And of course, Kingdom SC wants to continue with what they did in the first. Waiting for the assistant referees to get in position. Now the clock is ready and the whistle goes for the second half. Ball sent down far side. Looks like Evans now sending it forward. Working in there's going to be Houlihan. He's coming in for the second half. We'll try to give you some of the numbers of the players who are now coming in. There's Forrest. That ball goes across the line before he gets to it, so it'll be a toss in right there. Houlihan checks in. Brodegum is in. Also checking in is Dominic Flowers. Some of the players we've talked about, but only in the fact that they are committed to different colleges and universities. And this will be a long toss, trying to get it into the box. So you see the intensity level picking up. Here it comes. So that ball comes down in the near side of the box. Here it comes. Coming in, there's a header that's going to go off the post and a ball in. And it looked like that was probably Brodigam as he put that one in as it came off the right post. And there you have it, number 15, Brodigam, and we'll double check with our assistant coach here. There we go, Brodigam with the goal, and good job there. We'll see if the replay comes up through, and here it is. Let's watch it. Here's the toss. Let's take it all the way back to the toss. Comes in, ball settled there. Now watch how this comes. It's going to be a cross into the box, little spin on it. Goes off the post, and there it is. Brodigam now got that rebound and put it in the back. So quickly 3-1 here. That was very early in the first minute of this second half. 3-1 your score on the scoreboard. Lehigh Valley chipping away. So coming out with a renewed intensity here after falling behind 3-0. Ball settled down. Now the defense. See if it opens up on the other side as well. Forrest works on it, sends it up. He's going to work on up through there. The big, tall player, Ewan Forrest, big left foot. Crook steps in. Here comes the Berger with the captain's band working against his numerical counterpart, number 3, Creek. And the toss coming in. Sun peeking through the clouds every so often. As we move a little later in the evening, now we got a whistle there. That ball will be placed on the ground. So the players organizing there near the top of the box. Tutanji will work with his defenders. You see a lot of movement now as players moving around, trying to get open. Coming back in there to help out. Looks like Keenan also will step back in. Here comes the ball. It's a header sent high in the air. Now bounding around, trying to clear it out. Not completely, however. Shielding away and now bringing it outside. There's Flowers. He'll send it back in. Ball settled. There's a whack at it, and it goes off to the right. And a pretty good hit there. But not accurate, but pretty good pace. That ball sent in there by Moyer. Moyer had come up from his defender spot. So right now in the back, you've got Moyer, Flowers. On the far side is Forrest. I'll try to give you the other number here in just a moment as, yes, that is number 24, Barrett. So there's your pretty much your regular back line for this Lehigh Valley squad. So this will be a little more of a test even for this Michigan squad. They've risen to the test in the first half, putting 3 in the back of the net. 3 into the goal and 1 here for Lehigh in the second half. Your score 3-1. That one headed back in. Crook sends it right back. There's the front line working with it. Keenan now working, trying to get someone open. Finds Fisher. Fisher gets it over to Creek. I believe that's Creek. Maybe the sub still in Vanderstelt. It is. Looking for options now. Lehigh backing off a little bit. Ball sent to midfield. Brought down there by Brodigam. Brodigam going to Messiah College. A couple of players committed to University of Mary Washington. Ball sent toward the middle. Houlihan. Houlihan works it over to the left side. And Forrest, he'll put a foot in it. That ball will go right up there near a fan in purple who puts a left foot on it, sends it back on the pitch. So again, let's review the back line now for Lehigh. Dominic Flowers here closest to us on the scorer's 10. Then you have Bailey Moyer. You have Zach Barrett, and then on the far side, Ewan Forrest. Ball flicked forward, and the defense sending it back toward midfield. Crooks going tete-a-tete there with Houlihan, actually Brodigan. Now the far side. Left foot into the box. Going to be knocked away by Tutanji. A high ball there. Give everyone time to reform. Defense sets up again. Now Flowers. He'll work it to his left foot. Sends it through. Down toward the corner. Working down there is Adams. Adams right in the corner. Good job by the defense to keep it away from the, let's see if it is a corner. Oh, it is a corner. Thought it was on this side of the flag, but that's because we are about 60 yards away. So here comes Forrest. He'll put it in play. Big left foot, probably on the back post. Let's see where he puts it. Here it comes. It's a low ball, and it's headed out of there, but that is Fisher. Got the head on it. And a big celebration in a nearby field. It's that time as we finish out this 3-game preliminary set. Lehigh falling behind early here in the first half, 3-0 total. And then coming back strong here in the second with a quick goal, 3-1. Ball settled there by Barrett, but it's blocked nicely. Looked like that was blocked by Silimanjani. Ball down toward the corner. Flipped in. Here comes, that was Brodigan with the little run. Now it'll go the other way. Ball in the midfield. Crooks there. Also over there, number 22 is Crouchard. Ball off to the side. Crouchard will chase it down. It'll be a toss in right there. Lehigh putting a little high pressure here. Up front is number 9, Hale Lombard. Lombard, one of the Lafayette College committed players. Ball coming back. A little pressure here. Keenan chasing after it. Comes to Flowers. Flowers checks his options. Now sends it up toward the corner. A little bit much. And once again, you get a ball moving on this artificial turf, it's going to keep going. See a few signs of wear here and there, but for the most part, very true in the rolls and bounces. Chased down by Smith. If you're the Kingdom squad, you're up 3-1. Maybe want to take a little time off the clock as we move to the 54th minute. But at the same time, you might realize Lehigh's going to come full force, so might need another goal to secure a win. Ball high in the air. Who's going to get that one? It's going to bounce first. Now they'll go after it. Here comes Houlihan. Works it over to Brodigan. Far side Forrest. Forrest even further on the far side away from us. Evans now works it back. Forrest. Left foot into Brodigan. Berger over to Flowers. Flowers has some space. And a ball that's intercepted nicely. He said the leather larceny takes place. Keenan turns, finds a teammate. Fisher working up, trying to stay with it, staying with it. Ball sent on up. Moyer. Moyer now takes off. He'll get it back. One of the defenders working forward. And a ball to Houlihan. He'll take it across, trying to get an avenue where he can put it toward the goal. Looking for his teammates. Now sends it in. Good job by the defense, clearing it out. A lot of space here. Keenan will bring it forward. Takes it on the far side. Here comes another run, 3-on-3. Working it in, trying to get something where he can get it toward the goal, and that's going to be just outside the box. So the intensity level rising as we move into this second half. 3-1 the score. So here we go. They'll back the wall up. This will be just outside the box. Looks like maybe a yard or so. Tough angle to see here. And we see it here on the monitor as you're watching. You have the best seat in the house. as we say. But you can see exactly where that ball is just on that line. So Houlihan standing right there, observing. 3 players from Kingdom SC right there as well. And we'll see what happens. Now the wall is set. Looks like a substantial wall of about 5 players. Referee Soto getting it all set. You've got 3 players right there. You've got G. Calabrese. Now he'll be right there. Also Keenan. Backing out is Creek. And a shot, and it's a nice one. Boy, a top left corner shot that Dylan Smith goes up and tips it away. But what a nice ball bending in toward that top left-hand corner. See if we have the replay of that. That was worthy of a pat on the back there for the keeper. So intensity, as we said, rising here in the second half. Keenan in the corner now. He places it. He'll put the right foot on it. And a short ball played. Ball worked in by Creek. Takes it right along the end line. Touch back out. Keenan will put a shot in there. Deflected. And it's just out to the side. And we'll see if it's a corner again. It is. Another corner coming up. And waiting just a moment here as the medical cart drives around, and I guess it's in a safe spot here. Cooler kind of sticking out toward the field. I don't know. Here comes the ball, sent in. Short one. Headed out nicely there by, that was Berger. Fisher sent it down toward Keenan, and it comes the other way. And good speed coming up. Ball sent in, sent down toward the corner. Houlihan is on the chase, but it will be picked up by Tutanji, and he'll bring it to the near side. Working on this side, that will be Johnny Mora. That ball goes out of play. As we see the work here on the side, the medical team may need to move a little bit further off the pitch. We're seeing the ball right here in front of them. That ball headed there. That was actually a Burkett. Got a head on it. Ball headed down, shouldered down there by Forrest. Sends it to Evans. Evans now works it over to Berger. Dawson Berger brings it on in. Finds a target at the top. Now sends it in. Lombard, and has a good combination. And Houlihan with the goal. I believe Lombard will get the assist. So a second goal now put in. And Houlihan with the goal. Brodigan with the goal. And so Carter Houlihan comes in with that one. Lombard in on it as well. Looked like he might have had the assist. So now 3-2. Looked like we had Houlihan. Lombard, nice assist. Nice assist. Good combination there. Coach is letting us know that we're accurate on that call of the assist and the goal. So working around. Ball worked in by Berger. He'll take it all the way across the pitch as you've watched that, probably watched that replay now. 3-2 your score. And Lehigh working their way back into it. 3 goals being put up by Kingdom SC in the first half. 2 here in the second half for Lehigh Valley. 5 goals scored here in a game that really is a game of pride. One team here, Lehigh Valley, already punching their ticket into the semifinals. Kingdom SC coming up a little bit short, but playing hard and getting some balls across that goal line in the first half, obviously with a 3-0 lead going into halftime. Ball worked through. I believe that's Houlihan again. Houlihan with good speed sends that ball That ball's going to come all the way across. It does trail across the line. And that will be a goal kick there for Tutanji. Looking like the 61st minute. About 30 minutes to go here in this contest. The second half has started fast and furious, as we've seen a goal real early. We've seen another one come on here just in the last moments. So, ball sent forward there by Morrison. Evans will lay it down. It will be a whistle there and toss in. Here we go. It wasn't a whistle. That was on a nearby field. Houlihan looking. Flowers near side. Flowers, number 11, looks at it. Has some space. Working it forward. Penetrating the defense. Takes it on in. Now a pass toward Rodegum. Rodegum to Berger. Berger takes it to the right. Works it down deep in the box. Sends it back across. Still in there. Now a clearance. Now further out. And you got an opportunity here. You see if the defense can get back as Silimanjani. Roni Silimanjani working with it, trying to get something going, but he came up against a tough character in Zach Barrett. Barrett, a great defender now with his compadres out there with him in the starting unit for Lehigh Valley. Houlihan sends it across. Evans will settle it. Evans, good speed. Sends it up, and a nice thievery there by the defense. Looked like maybe Fisher. Ball sent toward Creek. Creek gets it in. There's going to be a ball that's cleared away, coming right here toward the bench of Lehigh Valley. It will trickle over there toward one of the team managers for the next contest. Trying to put some pressure. See a different Coach Mike Gorney in this second half, as he's really imploring his team to step it up. Ball in the back there. Johnny Mora working it back toward his keeper, Tutanji. Lombard putting some pressure on. That will clear it out. The team out of Portage, Michigan, still holding on to a 3-2 lead against a very tough Lehigh Valley squad. Ball to Flowers. Flowers, he'll bring it back in toward the left. Brings it back to the right now. Looking toward the corner. Well, more toward the sideline. Berger. Berger brings it back out to Boyer. Boyer touches it, secures it, now sends it over to Forrest. Always a default there to send it over that way. Player looked to be climbing a back of one of the defenders. Sent into Creek. Creek now. Little contact there. Flowers with the ball deflected, so no foul. Flowers getting encouragement from his teammates. Ken brings it up, sends it in. Nice pass there. Lombard chasing after it. He'll stop it. Sends it toward the corner. Adams out there. He'll work it on the line, and it'll be a goal kick as Adams took it across the line. So the action a little more feverish here in the second half. Temperature falling a little bit. Clouds still covering the sun, which is a welcome scene here in this contest. Otherwise, the sun would be right in our faces here in the broadcast team. Fans gathering, still supporting these two teams in a game that doesn't mean much or anything as far as the semifinals. Obviously, if you're seeding the semifinals, Lehigh Valley would want to go in undefeated. Maybe a message as well to the other teams. Ball worked around. Keenan now with it, surrounded by black jerseys, and he'll send it out. Try to run it right back in. Ball to Fisher. Fisher has some space. He'll take it in, send it down to the outside. Works it over there to Burkett. Burkett working in, left foot at the end line, but couldn't get to it. But good hustle, trying to work it around. Dylan Smith, he'll put it in play. Let's see if he takes the long route or if he'll push it off to one of his defenders. Backs off now, looking for someone. Here we go. Good foot put in that one. Crooks will head it down. Sends it toward Keenan, nice ball there, and it's going to be a little bit of an opportunity here. Nice shot, and Smith has to make a save, maybe his first of the second half. A good combination there, and Johnny puts one hard along the turf. Smith really no problem, as he is a very good keeper. That ball sent back toward midfield, cleared from danger. Flowers heads it down toward Adams. It will go out, toss in there for Lehigh. Lehigh Valley in the 66th minute, trying to fight back, 3-2 deficit. Kingdom SC trying to maintain the lead and maybe add to it. Houlihan chests it down twice. Crooks comes in, takes it away. Nice defense there. And the pressure comes. Ball taken away. Flowers takes it from Creek. Ball on the far side. Evans. See if that ball is out. And a substitute getting ready to come in here for the Michigan squad. Once again, out of Portage, Michigan, head coach Chris Keenan. On the other side, you have Lehigh Valley. Out of Pennsylvania, it's Mike Gorney, the head coach. Sid Forrest assisting. Team that comes in here, and as we were talking about in their team meeting, saying if you had known that in this particular grouping, that he referred to it as the group of death with Golden State, Baltimore Celtic, and this Kingdom team out of Michigan, that Lehigh, knowing that they had scored 5 goals and allowed none, they would be really thrilled about that, and they have been. They've let down a little bit here, not bringing all the starters in to start this contest. There's a shot, and still loose in the box. Let's see. It's going to be cleared away eventually by the defense. Sat there a while, however. So on the other side, you see this Kingdom squad. They said, hey, we're going to come out, we'll do our best, and they've done it. They put 3 on the board. So the fans who've come from Michigan, those who've come from Pennsylvania, out here to Kansas, lining the far side of the pitch. That ball sent out to the left. Forrest gets ahead on it, and a good save there. Tutanji going down, getting the short hop, securing it, and bringing it out. Around the 69th minute, we'll begin. Approaching 20 minutes to go here in this contest. A little extra time, possibly. Ball headed by Moyer. Creek has to come down with it. It's going to be Crooks instead. Crooks to the far side. That's going to be Morrison. He'll turn. Back in the back. Sends it up to Johnny. Berger after him. And a lot of black shirts converge and end up getting possession briefly. Crooks comes away with it. From his back, passes it off. Nice ball there. Keenan trying to get it forward, but the defense there pretty stout here for Lehigh Valley. Evans. Far side, Forrest. Forrest in front of the Forest as we are on the edge of the complex here. Just past the fans on the far side. A nice golf course and a lot of trees. A woods, forest, your choice. Flowers will get the ball. Flowers settles it. Going up against Burkett. 1v1. Good job by Burkett. He'll take it away and come the other way. Sending it up towards Johnny. Roney works it over. Now he'll send it across. Hustling in is Creek. Forrest trying to chase after him. Here comes Keenan. Here comes Creek. Working it in. Taking it to the side. Nice ball there. Sends it in. There's a shot and a score. And that's a great combination. And I believe once again, the score from early on, Micah Cross, comes in with that one. And I believe it was Creek with the assist. We'll see if that was Creek or Fisher. 4-2. And so eight with the goal. We'll check over here and see if the looked like the assist was from Creek. Was it Creek? Brennan Creek. Good job here getting some words from the bench. That takes it 4-2, and sure you watched the replay there as we were discussing it. And great job combining. And once again, Lehigh in there with their best right now. And this Michigan squad said, we don't care, we're going to keep scoring. And they do. So a little added urgency here for Lehigh Valley as they will step back out, trying to put some pressure again. So if you're the Kingdom SC team, you don't want to let down. Worked around. There's a shot. It's going to be off the side. It was heading into the left side of the goal, possibly, right around the post. And Tutanji's getting his troops fired up as we have a corner here. I'm trying to see if that's Evans. Looks like Evans on the far side. He will trigger this corner. Wipes his face. Looks over the situation. Referee right in the middle there, referee Soto. Ball sent low near post, and it's going to be headed high over. I think it was Moyer who got a hit on it. Good job there by the camera crew. Say thanks to them, Georgia, Maria, and Riyadh. International group. From, give you some of the countries, Bosnia, Colombia, and England. By way of Greece, how about that? The camera crew, international as well. Ball sent back in, will be tossed in. Let's see if we have a whistle here. We've got a little conversation going on, and referee Soto doing a little proactive refereeing, taking care of that situation as Houlihan shakes hands with the official. And it's Levi Crooks, the other player, who's having a little chat. So good work by the officiating crew, making sure nothing evolves from that situation. Creek, little backflip. Nice job there to Fisher. Sends over to Burkett. Flying through is Brodigam. Came out of nowhere to get that one. Dominic Flowers. A lot of traffic, but they maintain possession. And you see the skills, the ball handling skills of Lehigh right there. High display. That ball taken away. Turning with it, that's going to be Morrison. Morrison now sends it forward, but it will find the cleats of Flowers. Taken away by Roney. Roney Silimanjani. Crooks sending it up. Trying to get it to Keenan. Has it there. He's looking. Sends it through. Burkett had it briefly, but got away. It's just a hard first touch. Secured by Berger. And Micah Cross, give him some kudos there. Might be the player of the match with 2 goals. Had the first goal of the match, and now he's got this one that was scored just a few moments ago to put Kingdom SC up by 2. Ball sent off to the side, rolling outside. Evans now works it in. Let's see if it's going to be coming through. There's going to be a foul. And the offside flag was up before any of that action. So erase that from your memory. As the offside flag will call it back. Tutanji now will put it in play. The 75th minute about to begin. About 15 minutes to go here. Sun now shining brightly. Could become a factor if a ball's coming in a corner from the far side or a ball coming in from that side to the keeper. And the sun, as you see in your, probably in your view there on screen, right above the fans on the far side. That ball bounding around, and that's going to be a hard hit for Lombard. I think he's going to come off. And they're going to bring him off here just to be safe, and that's a high concern here, of course, any sort of head injuries. So he's going to come off. Trainers will check him out, probably will be back, but safety first. And he's coming off, doesn't like the fact that he's coming off, but he's going to come off and be checked. As we slip on some sunglasses here. The sun shining brightly on that far side. And we're waiting for the, let's see if a substitute will come in. And they can bring a sub in temporarily, but coach now turning into the bench. He's going to pick someone out. I believe it will be Sturza. No, I'm incorrect. That will be McMahon. He'll come in. Number 14. And, of course, as soon as we get the sunglasses out, the sun goes back behind the clouds. Whistle for play. Here we go. Might add a little time here at the end with the dealing with the potential head injury. Very cautious about that. Concussion protocol and all taken care of by U.S. Youth Soccer. Ball work forward. Here comes Barrett with speed. Very physical player, big, and a big presence on the pitch. And the ball sent forward. Flowers now, he'll have time. Sends it forward to Brodigan. Houlihan. Back to Flowers, calling for it. Looking for options. Sends it in toward McMahon. That ball sent across, back post. Cleared away nicely by the defense. Looks like Cross in there. Not only scoring, but also playing some good defense. Pesky defender as well. Shot high right and goes just across the crossbar. And I believe that shot put up there by Berger. Right around the 77th, going into the 78th minute here. Mentioned very refreshing evening. Absolutely gorgeous here in Overland Park, Kansas, around 70 degrees. Fans, I'm sure, loving that. Past couple of years down in Dallas, sweltering heat and a little change of the format, moving a couple games into the evening time, also allowing for some cooler temperatures. Ball into the corner now, sent in toward the box. Evans there, brings it across. Nobody on that back side, however. And it's going to be settled by Tutanji. He'll pick it up. So good communication there from the keeper. He'll drop it, put a big foot in it, high in the sky. That one headed out, and Moyer gets ahead on it. Carefully grabbing it out on the pavement is Keenan. He'll toss it in. Creek. Fisher. Flowers takes it away, and now Silimanjani. And they've got to take the ball back to where the foul took place, the infraction. Barrett, far side now, Forrest. Left foot down the side, looking for Brodigan. Cleared away nicely over there by number 12, that's Calabrese. Giuseppe goes by, kind of a nickname G, makes it a little easier. G Calabrese. Flowers. Nice touch there to settle it. Sends it into the box. Turning. And that ball cleared away. Coming here toward the scorer's tent. Will it stay in? It will not. Keenan tries to keep it in, but it gets away. Moyer. Toss. Brodigan gets it back to Flowers. Team that seems to work well together. Little pause here as the ball's brought forward right around the 80th moment. Ball tossed in here. Here we go. Toward Creek. Flowers right with him. And this will be a foul on Flowers. I believe it was Flowers. Ball sent back. Down low. Nice interception. Flowers now sends it back in. Working it in there toward McMahon. Houlihan takes it out to the side. There's Forrest. Forrest looking. Options. McMahon. Little give and go, and there was the give, no go. And it goes out of play. Evans ended up chasing after it, but just a little miscommunication there. That'll take another few seconds off the clock. And moving into the 81st minute, probably around 12, 13 minutes. You take a little additional time figured in. 4-2 your score here. If you haven't been with us, a 3-0 score at halftime. Michigan, the team Kingdom SC, jumping out with a 3-0 lead at halftime. Lehigh Valley came right back, scoring 2 pretty quickly in this second half within the first 15 minutes. And then it was Micah Cross who had scored the first goal of the contest, receiving a ball from Creek, and Cross put it in for the second goal, his second goal of the game, making it 4-2. Lehigh Valley, 2-0 record here in the preliminary round, finding themselves down in this one. Already punching their ticket to the semifinals. Cross jumps right back up, giving away several inches there to Forrest, who is a tall player, maybe 6'4", 6'5". Crooks working back in. Fisher dispossessed. Brodigan. Pesky defense around his feet. Crooks will take it away. Crooks becomes I hate to say it, the crook with the ball there, takes it away. Sorry, folks. Ball bounding around. Now the ball sent to the near side. Let's see if Flowers can get to it. It's a race, and a good job there. A nice touch by Flowers to get to it. Sends it in the middle. McMahon there. Flag is up, offside. And the 83rd minute about to begin. And right now, to get 2 goals will be quite a task here for Lehigh Valley. They'll work on it. Well, we had take that back, thought the offside flag was up. We had a foul before that, however. So it will be Forrest. Now, on Tuesday night, ball not maybe even further than this. He put a ball in the back of the goal, tickled the twine from further out than what we're looking at right here, went through the crowd. And the referee now backing the wall up a little bit. He'll push it back a couple of yards. Take that left foot. So here we go, trying to bend it in around that wall. Left foot, rips it right off the wall. And it's going to be a corner as Tutanji chasing after it, couldn't get to it. Looks like it will be Adams who will put it in play. Patrick Adams works his way over. He'll set it. Let's see if he does a quick ball. He does. He's going to take a short one over here to Flowers. Flowers. Now he'll send it in. Headed out of there. Looks like Johnny Mora got up there to it. Maybe Giuseppe. No, Johnny Mora, the taller player, got a head on it to clear it out. And it looks like another corner. This will be from the far side. And Lombard has cleared the protocol with the medical team. Looks like he will re-enter. And the official, Soto, looks over. Calls for the sub to come in. Good job there by McMahon. He stepped in. Luke, he will step out. University of Mary Washington commitment. Trying to see if I've given you all a link. Eastern University, Bryce Evans, Bloomsburg University of Pennsylvania. Sturza, also University of Vermont. We think we've given you all the commitments to universities and colleges. Here we go. High ball sent in the middle of the box. Bending in toward the goal. It'll be another corner. This ball will go back. Takes another minute or two off the clock, however, the 85th minute. Ball tossed down there to Pat Adams. Adams places it. Let's see if he steps back. He will. This will be an outbender. Coming out in the cool dusk. Back post. Headed. Ball loose in the back of the net. And we'll try to figure out who put that one in. May have been Houlihan. We'll check the replay. That'll give us a pretty good idea. I think it was headed by Lombard or Forrest originally. So the score 4-3 here in the 85th minute. We'll see if that replay pops up, and we'll try to figure out who got the goal. Oh, the defender stepping up. Bailey Moyer comes through with the goal. We'll see it right here. Let's watch it together. And here comes the ball coming in. You see Moyer right in the middle. He steps in, puts a foot on it, came right to his feet. All he had to do was push it in the back of the net. So now 4-3 again. We've seen 7 scores here in this contest. It's been an active evening here on Field 3. And it's been some good soccer there. A lot of combinations, fighting down the pitch. Moyer making sure that there wasn't any threat from the Lehigh squad. There's a foul. And this little, and the intensity as you see here, you kind of like to see this because you got the intensity building now. Lehigh Valley really getting into it, as well as the Kingdom SC squad. Early on, you didn't see this intensity. Right now, you see it. And, of course, that's what this game of soccer is all about, really fighting for every point. And the official with the call, getting an earful from the players. Now backing up the single-player wall here. Fisher sends it over to Creek. Creek would love to add another one. Sends it back to Fisher. Trying to get it forward to Keenan. Fisher steps in. Flowers shows his skill. He jukes around, now gets free. Little fake in the back there. Adams and Flowers kind of switching positions here for the moment. Flowers more in the midfield. Keenan turns. He'll take it up. Ball down toward the corner. And the ball goes out. It'll be a throw in there. Pretty good shove there on Creek, but referee says we will play on. Ball sent back toward midfield. Ball sent back by Silliman Johnny. No, it's actually Johnny Mora. Crooks. And that ball gets through. Here comes Adams. Adams looking out to the right, has Flowers. Flowers with space. He can send a cross into the box. He sends it back, a low ball. Here comes a short one. See what he decides. 1v1. Has Crooks lurking behind. There's a ball. They'll earn the corner. So time of the essence here if you're Lehigh Valley trying to get to the draw or possibly a victory. They're down 4-3. One goal here in the second half from this Michigan team out of Portage, Michigan, Kingdom SC. They're in the white, red numbers. Lehigh Valley in the black with the white trim, white numbers. Short ball headed out. Now Evans gets a head on it, sends it back out to Adams. He'll send it right back in. And a dangerous ball, and that was Moyer got a head on it, and maybe about 2 yards to the left. It had been to the right, had a chance. Tutanji, of course, would say he would have saved it. Well, I'm sure he's confident of that, but good opportunity. 4-3 your score here. 89th minute. We'll see how much extra time will come on. Ball toward the midfield. Flowers now will head it back in. Houlihan turns, working against Crooks. Crooks, very pesky, stays with him. Flowers have to send it out there. He'll send the ball in toward Lombard in the middle. A big force trying to get it out. Lombard goes down, and he's holding his foot. Looks like he had a click to the ankle there. We have a cessation of activity. His shoe came off as well. And let's see, it'll be another corner, it looks like, coming out. Now the 90th minute will start. We'll see how much extra time you have. Coach Gorney now even getting into it a little bit with the ref. And once again, you like to see that competitive spirit. There's a header. Forrest went high in the air, got way off the ground, puts that one up over the crossbar. Not so sure his head was up over the crossbar. That's how high he got on that one. That ball laid there, and let's see. That ball brought off to the side toward Flowers. Ball sent in there, and there's Keenan. He's got a little space. He'll send it down toward Creek, his teammate on the side. Moyer's there, however. And Creek will step in. That ball, a little pop-up on the infield. That one's settled. Brodingham now sends it out toward Forrest. Forrest can send it on up, and yet it's picked up nicely by the defense. And the foul is back behind the play. That was Morrison who went down. They'll take some time. We'll check to see how much extra time as we pass the 90-minute mark. Haven't seen a signal here It's like 2 minutes extra. Is that what they said? We're waiting to hear here. Lombard's going to come out. Coming back in will be number 14, McMahon. And coach really reserving some of the strength here for Saturday, I'm sure. But right now, lining it up. 1 extra minute. And some of that's already gone off. We'll see how much longer this match goes. It's 4-3. 7 goals scored here. 3 of these in the first half, 4 coming in the second. If you look at the first half, it was a 3-0 victory for the Michigan squad. But second half, Lehigh scoring 3-1. And the grand total, however, will come up a 1-goal victory if it continues the rest of the way. And this minute is fleeting. 1 extra minute. Ball will be tossed in here. Far side looks like that is going to be Morrison. He'll toss it in, but here's Houlihan. He tries to come in to change it up. Ball down, and Tutanji makes the save, and that should secure it. And we'll see. Houlihan upset. He had a chance, was surrounded by the defenders, and might have had an option if he'd have seen Adams off to the backside or possibly one of his other players coming down the middle. But at that point, thinking to put it in for the equalizer, and it doesn't happen. Ball in the midfield. Micah Cross gets it. Foul there, and it's quick one. And a minute now has moved on into about 2.5. So Flowers brings it up. Flowers will send it in, and Tutanji secures it. And 1 minute has dragged on. We'll see if the whistle's about to blow. Referee Soto keeping the clock. That ball sent out. Ball bounding around, a high ball there. Ball settled now. Houlihan might have one more whack at it. Gets way. And looks unofficially here about 3 minutes have gone by with the 1 extra minute. So if you calculate it. And looks like an opportunity here. Forrest will lay it down. He would love to get the equalizer. So as a yellow card will be given here in the last seconds. And I do mean last seconds. The clock, as we were told, around the 90-minute mark that it would be 1 minute. Right now we're the 93rd minute, 94th. So I guess extra time has been added. A minimum of 1 minute probably is what the terminology would be. So here we go. It's Ewan Forrest. He'll have the chance. And the wall will be set up. Looks like they might have an option out here. Flowers is out on the right, pretty much by himself. Let's see if Forrest may choose to use him. And AR1 watching closely for offside. The middle official, the head official, watching closely for any sort of foul in the middle. Here we go. Shot into the wall. It's returned back out. And you would think that's probably about it. Crooks will send it off. And that minute has dragged on now about 5. Toss it in again. Maybe our clock here on our screen is incorrect. That's all I can say. And a ball sent in. Tutanji goes up. He high points it, pulls it down. And let's watch the referee. He's going to look at his watch. And the 1 minute has gone on. There it is. And so that 1 minute lasted a while. May have been the longest minute in history. So there we go. As a 4-3 victory for Kingdom SC. Lehigh fighting back. 4-3 your final. And we will step aside. Now Lehigh will be back out here Saturday for the semifinals. We'll be bringing that to you on the broadcast. Be here, Lehigh fans, for the Kingdom SC squad. Congratulations on a great year. Congratulations for being here and winning this contest here tonight. John Peters, Daniel Reed, our producer. We will sign off. We'll be back shortly, and stay with us at usyouthsoccer.org. All the information.